At Arcten, we're working on the platform to help companies ship AI agents fast. In 1 minute, I'm going to show you how easy it is to embed a deeply integrated AI agent into your application. This agent deploys to the edge and scales to thousands of concurrent agent experiences. So let's get started. We have this application here. We can take a look at our products. We can filter these products, and we can also go ahead and go to our orders page. We can check this out and check our statuses, our prices, and we also have a settings page. So how do we make this application AI native? Well, let's go ahead and add an AI agent. We're just going to go ahead and make a new project. We'll call this demo. We're going to generate a key. So we're going to go in here, generate a key, copy the key, put it into our environment variables, save our environment variable. We're going to include our SDK just like this, import it, put it into our layout. We pass in a user, and this allows us to persist conversations for that specific user. We're going to pass in a system prompt. You can put in whatever you'd like here. And now we're going to give this agent access to some tools. So what are tools? Well, tools are just functions. If you go ahead and look at this right over here, these are functions that you already have in your application. If you have some sort of create order or delete order function, all you have to do is pass it into our agent. Now, by default, all tools they require confirmation from the user. You can also pass in safe tools. So safe tools are tools that the agent can just run automatically. You can see here, we're giving it access to some of our documentation. We're also going to give it access to our proprietary Salesforce. We can connect to anything. So if you guys have a SQL server, or you have some old proprietary database or layer that you have to get your data out of, we support that. We're also going to give it access to some of our business logic. So we're going to give it access to get, set orders, products, and settings. And finally, we have our agent. Okay, so we're now back in our application, and you can see we now have an AI agent that is deeply integrated into our application. The reason I say this is deeply integrated is because it's just calling functions that you already had in your code base. So you can see we've added all these tools. We have 26 tools plus these tools over here. Let's actually ask it some questions. So which of my orders are still processing right now? Can we set these to be delivered? And notice, pay attention to this processing. Perfect. Can you undo that, please? And you'll see it goes back to processing. Perfect. Can you take me to the products page? Can you show me only products that are in the subscription category? And also, can we do under $200? Perfect. You can see it filtered by that. Which of my Salesforce customers would be interested in buying some of these products? Perfect. So it looked inside of our Salesforce for leads, and you can imagine that you could connect this to any database or anything that you'd like, and it just works. So the demo I showed you is amazing, but it's about to get better, because what I showed you was our hosted UI component. So that requires you to write zero code, and you have this UI component in your application. But we also have headless components and hooks that make it extremely easy to build on-brand agentic experiences. So here's an example workflow that shows you how much control we give you over designing these experiences. So here in this app, we have this action search where we can actually do things like set pilot information, get pilot information, things like that. But what if we say, get, what do you know about me? Well, it turns out that we have this Ask AI experience that's embedded into our application. And you can see it can call tools just like that. And this is completely on brand, and it can be made however you want. So you can embed it into search bars. You can make modals that show up on your website. You can embed it as chat components. The limits are actually just endless. All right. If any of this is exciting and you want to discuss use cases and how this would look in your application, just book a demo with us at arcten.com, or you can send us an email at founders@arcten.com. We'd love to help you ship your first agent powered by Arcten. Thank you.